is, as Mr. Trivedi said, what are we doing with schools and colleges? Are we churning out troop of graduates? Next slide, please. So we make a model to test this issue. So in my model, there are 4 basic constructs. So you can see that I'm going to see a consequence. The consequence is, are you having decent job or not? Decent in the sense, not any job is decent. The job which gives you entitlements like social security, basic contract, durability of employment, as both the speakers said, some belongingness with organization, such protection. So what, see, yes means yes, 1, otherwise coded 0. So first I am going to see how is that impacted by household. Shared characteristics like rural, urban, you are from rural or urban, or you are from a particular caste. Then personal characteristics, your sex, male, female, age, are you young? I'm not using the word Gen Y, X. I'm more a demographer that way. I use, are you in the age group of 22 to 34, then 34 to 47? So young, youth, middle age, then little relatively age. Physically but mentally young, that's a different thing. 50 to 60 group. Then the one which Trivedi emphasized again and again, education and skill. So I'll be considering 3 types of education. The general education like +2, BA, BSc, BCom, MA, MSc, MCom, etc. Technical education, degree, diploma and PG diploma. And vocational training, 3 types again. Vocational training undergoing, had vocational training, graduated, vocational training through non-formal means, hereditary routes, etc. Next slide. So, this is how I measure. A decent job, the ILO has tried to articulate, but no one knows what does it mean. So, how we compile data, that's an important issue. If you're talking about India, how you compile data. Government collects data once in 5 years, which is called quinquennial round of National Sample Survey, covering close to 1 million households sometimes, or half a household, half a million. But the question is, who will analyze this data? It's available for 5,000 rupees, but it comes as a garbage. You have only bytes and pieces. So my prime job was to do write syntaxes, programs, make a information product, then cull out figures. So that's called data integration, data warehousing, data cleaning. And finally came with this information product in 2 different softwares, SPSS and Stata. So Stata is useful for arriving at right estimates. So that's the reason we went on doing that. Next slide, please. So household characteristics. See, we have so many household characteristics. We could have had 10s and 20s. We didn't do that because we applied principle of parsimony. Because one information and another information correlate with each other. You need just one information. Simple mathematics. So we didn't do that. See, for instance, the relation between 2 and 4. 4 is nothing but 2 into 2, which means linear dependency. So it's very important to minimize linear dependency, rather maximize linear independence. So we considered those factors. So we arrived at these variables: space, rural or urban, or social category, ST, SC, OBC, others. You know the role caste system still plays in Indian society. I have, most of my studies clearly point that caste system has its role still. Next slide. Thank you. Another set is personal characteristics, which I already mentioned. So, go up. Education and skill, go up. Now coming to results. Oh, some colors are missing. Okay. Okay. In fact, here, I just want to interpret. Rural means probabilities of getting decent job is lesser compared to urban. Similarly, social group means SC, in particular SC and OBC compared to other forward castes, probability of getting decent job is much lesser, and that is statistically significant. Male and female, it doesn't make much difference because both male and female in India, they don't get a decent job. It's as simple as that. Although women participate much lesser. And age interval, compared to oldies who have crossed 50, middle-aged and youngsters, youth, their probability of getting decent job is much, much lesser. So that is the pattern in Indian society. Most of the decent jobs are with aged people, while youth have to really do job hopping from casual to self-employment, self-employment to more insecure jobs. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 persons here. I'm talking about India. And technical education. That's a point. People talk about technical education. Overall technical education increases probability of getting a decent job, but that's not true for engineering degree. It doesn't increase. Nor it's true for PG diploma. While it comes to diploma from Polytechnic, it increases the scope. The probability of diploma holders finding more decent job is much higher. And vocational training. I think in India, we haven't really understood what does it mean. There's no correlation between vocational training and probabilities of getting decent job. Unlike places like Germany, where it commands tremendous respect. And higher secondary diploma compared to post-graduation, no relation. So general education has no meaning. It doesn't contribute to your employability. And this inference is based on 30,000 sample size. It's huge. That too collected using stratified random sampling method. Next slide. So you can see what I've inferred is given here. Once again, negative sign, rural compared to urban. That's a disadvantage one, rural and urban. I argue several places. You see that more talented people from rural tends to land in bad jobs compared to less talented people in urban. So why are we still romanticizing about having a great rural space? Because people given a chance, they want to migrate. So is it important to create more connected urban agglomerations? That's one point I raise here. More equitable urban spaces. But that's a big challenge considering the real estate price. The land is with commercial purposes most of the time. Negative sign, SC, ST, although there is reservation, it's not very effective in reaching out to people. The reason is people don't get information in time. On the other hand, established castes have some mechanisms to share information through social networks. I have crossed the time. Just 1 minute more. I'll finish the whole thing. Similarly, the bias, you can see. The great divide between old and youth. Most of decent jobs are with alt. And formal education always gets stepmotherly treatment. Probably that is going to change, but how long we wait for that? I can give you a statistics. In India, not even 10% of youth are vocationally trained. On the other hand, South Korea, the ratio of vocationally trained youth is more than 3/4, 75. The last slide. So here I end. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Binu, for bringing in the research insight into the topic.
The final contributor to